Join me as I take on the challenge of mastering the perfect breastfeeding position and technique, sharing all the tips I learn along the way. Breastfeeding is one of the most incredible gifts we can give our babies, and it's not just about nutrition, it's about bond, love, and connection. As a new mom, I know that getting started with breastfeeding can be overwhelming, and that's exactly why I've put together this tutorial to help you master the perfect position and technique. One of the most common challenges new moms face when it comes to breastfeeding is getting the positioning right. You might be thinking, am I doing this correctly? Or, why is my baby not latching? Or, is this supposed to hurt? Trust me, I've been there, and it's totally normal to feel uncertain or frustrated. Another challenge is finding a technique that works for you and your baby. What works for one mom might not work for another, and that's okay. Finding the right position and technique can take time, patience, and practice. It might take a few tries to get it right, but don't worry, you're not alone. It's normal to feel like you're not doing it correctly, especially in those first few days when you're still figuring things out. And finally, it's common to feel like you need to have all the answers right away, but the truth is, nobody has all the answers. We're all figuring this out together. In those early days, it can feel like breastfeeding is a full-time job, and it's exhausting. But the good news is that with a little practice and patience, you and your baby will find a rhythm that works for you both. And when you do, it's like magic. That bond, that love, that connection you feel with your baby is just incredible. Let's dive into some of the most popular breastfeeding positions, and I'll share some tips and tricks to help you master each one. First up is the cradle hold. This is a classic, and for good reason. It's comfortable, it's easy to get into, and it allows for a nice, deep latch. Next is the cross cradle hold. This one is great for babies who have trouble latching, or for moms who need a little extra support. Then there's the clutch hold, also known as the football hold. This one is perfect for moms who have had a C-section, or for babies who prefer a more upright position. The side-lying position is another favorite of mine. It's so comfortable, and it's a great way to nurse while you're lying down. And finally, there's the upright position, which is perfect for older babies who are more active and want to be able to look around while they nurse. Each of these positions has its own benefits and drawbacks, and it's all about finding what works best for you and your baby. One position that I've found to be especially successful is the laid-back position, also known as the biological nurturing position. This is where you lean back slightly and allow your baby to find the breast on their own. It's amazing to watch them do it. This position allows for a nice, deep latch, and it's so comfortable for both mom and baby. I remember when I first started using this position, it was like a game changer for us. My baby was latching easily, and I was feeling so much more confident and comfortable. And the best part is that it's not just about the position, it's about creating a comfortable, relaxed atmosphere that allows you and your baby to connect and thrive. As we wrap up this tutorial, I just want to remind you that the most important thing is to practice, practice, practice. Don't be too hard on yourself if it takes a few tries to get it right. Every mom and baby is different, and what works for one might not work for another. Just remember to be patient, stay relaxed, and trust in your body's ability to nourish and comfort your baby. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear about your experiences or answer any questions you might have. And don't forget to check out my other videos on parenting tips and breastfeeding support. I've got a whole series on breastfeeding hacks that you won't want to miss.